any outgoing year in the lives of individual, business owners, corporate bodies and government at all levels for achievable projection into the new year. And Panorama today from the Ibadan Network Center on the network service of the NTA set review year 2024 and examine prospect for the year 2025, focusing on the socio-economic stability of Nigeria. I am Kemi Oshi. Thanks for joining us. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Heineken Lekpobori, says the federal government, the regulation of the oil and gas sector is gradually becoming a reality for the benefit of the populace. The minister stated these in Yenagua, Bayelsa State, while he visited some filling stations in the state capital to ensure petrol stations are in compliance with quality standards, accurate meter measurement and availability of the products during the festivities. Baratu Akpere Awe reports.
For Petroleum Resources Oil, Senator Heineken Lekpobori arrived Bayelsa State to celebrate Christmas with his people, but his activities wouldn't have been complete without ensuring that premium motor spirit, which is also known as fuel, is available and filling stations are selling within the threshold in the state. Generally, it is expected during festive season to experience product scarcity, but the year 2023 and 2024 has witnessed a renewed level of commitment from President Bola Tinubu, which has ensured the availability of products during festive periods.
Products are available, the price is competitive, ranging from 1,000 20 naira to 999 naira, and this is the very essence of this government's policy of food regulation of the oil and gas sector.
Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Oil, Senator Heineken Lekpobori, said routine inspection to filling station will ensure the continued development of a responsible supply chain for petroleum products and ensure compliance with quality standards and accurate measurements. According to Senator Heineken Lekpobori, all hands must be on deck to ensure that Nigerians get the full value of deregulation that has fully taken place. In Yenagoa, Baratwaipre Awe, NTA News.
The Bayelsa State Governor, Doye Diri, has appreciated the Korean government for completing the installation of the modern rice processing mill in the state. The governor says the gesture will further strengthen the bilateral relationship between the state and partners in boosting the socio-economic development of Bayelsa State. Timipre Ohia reports.
Furtherance to his commitment to make Bayelsa State a hub of food production to achieve food security and sufficiency, the South Korean team to Bayelsa has completed installations of modern rice mill. The installation of the rice mill at the state's own school to land farm in Yenagua with capacity to process 40 metric tons of rice paddies per day. During the visit, the governor, Doye Diri, expressed appreciation to the Korean government for donating the rice mills, farming tractors, as well as providing technical support to the state, as this gesture will further strengthen bilateral relationship between the state and the Korean government and the area of agriculture.
Bayelsa is very good for rice farming. Yes. And like you said, you should export rice. But Bayelsa is buying rice, so we want to stop Bayelsa buying rice, and that's why when Ambassador King came here, we talked and he saw the potential and he said, no, I'm going to put Bayelsa in the Koika program, and he did that, and we are now benefiting from farming equipment, rice farming equipment.
Leader of the Korean delegation says the team has worked with the state's Ministry of Agriculture since arrival to train staff in soil preparation, land irrigation, rice cultivation and milling.
To Bayelsa State, then we bring the machine this tractor, different tractor, the equipment different other country one. Also this one we use is a rotavator and other leader.
The means are there to buy take most of the rice farms, particularly from the private sector. See, our dream is to ensure that in no distant time we should see Bayelsa rice in supermarkets, not only in Bayelsa, outside Bayelsa state.
The project, when in use, will go a long way in the realization of the vision of the prosperity government to produce rice in commercial quantities for local consumption and exports. In Abuja, Timinipri, or here, NTA News.
Here in Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has presented 678,767,332 naira 18 kobo 2025 appropriation bill to the State House of Assembly. Governor Makinde, who christened the 2025 budget estimate as budget of stabilization, stood for the Assembly and defended the proposed budget for 2025 fiscal year.
Implementation by the previous administration to over 70%. It is because we are talking across the entire spectrum of stakeholders. So we are hoping that this year we will finally move to at least 80% implementation. The overall review of the budget from 678 billion to 684 billion is a deliberate effort to accommodate immediate priorities and critical projects. Now, economic growth, improve infrastructure, and enhance the overall quality of life for our citizens.
Corps Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps Shehu Mohammed has urged commuters to be alert and mindful of drivers who show signs of recklessness and drunkenness before embarking or during their journey. The Corps Marshal said these at FRSC steps up its advocacy and sensitization campaigns in view of the recent crashes that occurred in Jeddah, Kwara State on Thursday, 26 December 2024, and the others that happened on the Owo Ikare route before Ose Bridge on 28 December 2024. He said the recorded road crashes occurred due to negligence or recklessness and the inability of passengers to checkmate them. He called them to order or even report them to FRSC or other security agencies along the route. The Corps Marshal believes that by taking these simple precautions, commuters can significantly reduce their risk of being involved in road crashes. Suspected gangs of cultists notorious for serial killings and other forms of disturbances in Oyo State have been apprehended by the police. This, alongside others, were paraded during the routine police press briefing. Grace Ayonleke brings us details.
Giving account of stewardship for the period under review, commended the people for believing in the security architecture of the state, which has enabled them record success in the fight against crime and criminality.
The command security architecture was enhanced to accommodate veritable tools for clamp down on criminal elements. Officers and men of the command have stamped their feet on the ground to exert professionalism, strength and courage in the fight against crime across the length and breadth of Oyo State.
With crimes ranging from kidnapping, transborder robbery to cultism, the suspect revealed their involvement.
we are fighting together. Since when I joined Aye, we are killing like 30 people.
The people also commended the police for clamping down on criminal elements across the state.
I am encouraged and I have confidence in the Nigerian police. I have confidence, it restored my confidence in our policing.
Noting that timely intervention in curbing crime cannot be achieved without the efforts of residents and sister agencies, the police use the platform to encourage the people to always engage security agencies in the planning and organization of events in the nook and cranny of the state, especially in secluded areas. In Ibadan, Grace Ayolike, NTA News.
As the year 2024 gradually winds down, many have reviewed and described the year with mixed feelings. By and large, however, government received a pat on the back for its efforts to tackle Nigeria's complex economic, social, and security challenges with a view to doing more in the coming year. Grace Ayolike in this report takes a look at the key policies that shaped the year 2024.
The year 2024 was eventful in Nigeria, with significant policies that shaped the economic and socio-political landscape of the country. The year saw the President Bola Tinubu-led administration initiating major economic reforms aimed at the restoration of macroeconomic stability, as a move was made towards market-based pricing of petroleum products and the initiation of foreign exchange policy reforms. As the economy was faced with impact of external factors, the ripple effect led to a series of social unrest which kept the security agencies on their toes at ensuring that things did not escalate beyond control.
There has been a sharp decline in the rates of kidnapping. So also, armed robbery, moving cars from parks has gone down tremendously. And we owe all this to the cooperation that we've been receiving from members of the public.
Residents also shared their opinions on the successes recorded.
We are blessed in Nigeria, but when you are not utilizing what you have at home, inevitably you will sort for the help of outsiders who will then charge you higher.
Sometimes you need to go through some very tough period, take some critical decision, but then the people must have a clear cut of why they are suffering. Going into the Nations Cup, we went as far as playing in the final, and also we got the result of that. Ademola Lookman became the African best footballer.
With the growing awareness of practices for sustainable living and technological advancement, it is believed that the year 2025 will give rise to steps that will continue to push for socio-economic stability and all-round development in Ibadan. Grace Ayolike, NTA News.
And joining me in the studio for Panorama is a financial analyst and former member of ICANN Council in person of Dr. Oyebade Oyedepo. You are welcome to Panorama.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. We just saw that report which reviewed the year, some policies, key policies of government and some remarkable events in the course of the year 2024 that is going now as we project into the new year. Now, looking at the socioeconomic situations in the country, how would you appraise what we've had?
Year 2024 has been a challenging year. It is a fallback on what happened in year 2023. The present administration inherited a bad economy, and they also introduced some policies which have not turned out, well. For instance, sudden removal of the petroleum subsidy, unification of the foreign exchange market, liberalization of the foreign exchange rate, all these have affected the economy negatively. I know, within the next couple of years, we should be able to see the effect of it, positive effect of it. But now we are seeing the negative effect of it. It has affected government, it has affected businesses, it has affected individuals.
Okay.
And that's why you can see that government cannot even finance their budget. They are resorting to borrowing almost on daily basis. So if the effect, had been positive, we wouldn't have seen that kind of situation. Then also businesses are growing to survive in this country as a result of the increase in the cost of production. Some of their products are not sold. Then also the fact that when they sell at increased price. So people are not buying.
Is reducing.
Demand has reduced.
Reducing.
Then for individuals, the standard of living has fallen. The cost of living has increased.
Is higher.
So people are not finding it difficult to survive in this country.
It's easy.
So they are not finding it to survive in this country. So but nevertheless,
okay,
there is still hope.
All right.
That things will be better.
Okay. Some of those challenges you have highlighted borders on financial issues
and also economic issues.
So how would you suggest they be addressed, both for individuals and the government?
Let me start from the angle of the government. Okay. Government has enormous role to play because it is government that formulates policies. It is a policy that drives the economy of any nation. So they should give some policies. For instance, they have tried a couple of occasions to stem the tide of inflation by increasing interest rate. By the time you increase interest rate, the cost of production of goods and services will continue to increase. So you cannot fight inflation increasing the interest rate, although there is correlation between the two. But in Nigeria's situation, you cannot fight inflation, by increasing interest rate. So government should rejig some of their policies to ensure that it is working in our own local environment. Then secondly, government should provide a enabling environment for businesses to thrive. It is when businesses thrive that the economy can expand. Then government should tackle insecurity massively. Invest also in power generation in such a way that the people will be accessible to power at reduced rates and not increased rate. Then also on the part of business owners, one, they should invest in technology to drive their process. They should do away. Yes, they should do away with manual processes. Also train and retrain their workforce for effectiveness and efficiency. Okay. Then also they should believe in the system. Corporate social responsibility is very key.
All right.
Pay their obligations to the government in form of taxes. Okay. Then to individuals, individuals should show up, their income by diversifying into other areas. Okay. Only one source of income is not enough in this country anymore.
Okay, so as we round up quickly, how would you advise we project into 2025?
Well,
last question.
Yes, I want both the individuals and business owners, to embrace budgeting. Okay. Budgeting is very good. Then do away with white elephant project. Prioritize their needs, over their wants. Then also go into other areas. Agriculture, every other things, buying and selling to be able to show up their income.
Thank you very much. I have been speaking with Dr. Oyebade Oyedepo, a financial analyst. We must say thank you very much for coming on Panorama today. And that's how much we can take questions on this program. We'll take a break now, and when we return, we'll take more reports on Panorama. Stay with us. Addressing unemployment and poverty has been identified as a fundamental solution to tackling the rising tide of social insecurity in Nigeria. Renowned human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, was speaking at a lecture held in honor of late Governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu in Akure. Abiola Ario has the report.
In his lecture, Security Sector Reform and Promoting Peace, Stability and Development, the Ondo State example, human rights activist Femi Falana SAN highlighted the significance of security sector reform in fostering peace, stability and development in Nigeria. Falana commended late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for his visionary leadership, particularly his establishment of the security outfit in the southwest region. He also urged the government to remain committed to delivering the dividends of democracy to the people. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa also eulogized Akeredolu's exemplary leadership and vowed to uphold his legacy.
We have not only prioritized the welfare of the people, but also clearly initiated policies and programs which have direct impact on their lives.
There were goodwill messages by the APC chieftains in the state who lauded the event as inputs to Akeredolu's enduring legacies. They noted that his contributions to the development and security of the state will never be forgotten. In Akure, Abiola Ario, NTA News.
And now to sports, more praises for the home-based Eagles following their 2025 chain qualifications. For more on sports, let's join Suleiman Musa for sports updates.
Let's begin with football. Some football enthusiasts and administrators have continued to praise the performance of the home-based Eagles after they booked their place in the 2025 CHAN to be co-hosted by Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda early next year. Nigeria tries the Black Galaxies of Ghana by 3-1 at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo after playing a goalless draw in Accra, Ghana. According to the qualifications after missing out of the 2018 CHAN is a positive development for the country's football.
You know, for the past 6 years, we have been missed out of CHAN tournament in Africa, and not only that, beating Ghana 3-1 and convincing winning. You all saw the game, and you see how the boys exhibit talent.
They've given us a very good Christmas present. It shows the new vision for sport, which is prepare well, do things with proper structure, and win.
Meanwhile, Abia Warriors inflicted a painful defeat to Ladomboso's Bayelsa United by a lone goal in Yenagua during the only match the 19 played on Saturday in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Sunday's fixtures will see 7 matches decided as Lobby Stars host Heartland, defending champions Rangers are away to Niger Tornadoes, El Kalemi Warriors tackles informed Kano Pillars, Ikorodu City play against Sunshine Stars in the derby, Kwara United will be up against 3SC and Reno Stars will be at home to embattle Akwa United. And finally, to EPL, Pep Guardiola's Manchester City will be aiming for a maximum 3 points against Leicester City in the English Premier League's fixtures as their disappointing winners run continues. Outstanding Nottingham Forest play Everton at Goodison Park. Crystal Palace hosts relegation battle Southampton. Tottenham are up against Wolves. Fulham tackles Bournemouth. League leaders Liverpool are away to West Ham. With sport update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
And that has been Panorama, reaching you from the Ibadan Network Center of the NTA. Thanks for watching.